I am the original. I am the best. I care not of what those journals say. They're wrong. 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 I am the original. Aren't I? I fingered the Pokeballs attached around my waist, my Pokemon, my partners, my faithful companions, and my best friends. Through thick and thin, we've gone through the perils of Johto and into Kanto. And now here I am, standing in front of the old mansion. I've been mesmerized by the beauty of the Ninetales. I battled on the way here. I wanted one so bad. I had to have it. The kind trainer told me that Vulpix can be found in the old Sandbar mansion, which was just about to be destroyed. Dangerous. I was getting that Vulpix whether the stupid mansion wanted me to or not. I double-checked my party, making sure everyone was ready and set. My Feraligatr, Beedrill, Noctowl, Umbreon, and Rapidash all seemed ready. But there was the question, whether or not he was ready or not. I bit my lip. Having told by a friend of the journals that were scattered around the mansion, he had pointed out the connections to the dearest boy. And I, of course, I denied every single bit of it. I had to. My Pokemon were practically my children. And, well, a parent would not try to protect their child. But even though I couldn't ignore everything, I decided to keep him in his Pokeball for this trip. Even if his psychic powers were good against the poison Pokemon that practically ruined the praise. I took the ball and shoved it down deep into my backpack. I made sure I had plenty of potions, antidotes, burn heals, etc. After finding satisfaction in my stores, I slung the bag across my back and called out my Rapidash. I asked her kindly to light the way at the dark mansion for me, and the Pokemon whined and flared brighter. I smiled and thanked her. I guess that was a yes. I'm so tired. Where are we? I can't tell. It's dark and stuffy. It's hot too. It's hot. I don't like it. Why can't I see this feeling? Why do I have it? Why do I suddenly feel so ice cold? Where are we? I felt the Pokeball rattle in my backpack. Considering my bag was loaded with stuff, I was surprised. I could feel it. My boy, he must be just distressed. I frowned. I knew he didn't like dark places, and yet I still did this to him. He'd be upset, but not as much as he would if he was out here. The lesser of two evils, I suppose. And suddenly, I suppose I couldn't simply just leave him in the storage system. I slid my Pokedex out of the sanctity of my backpack. And I studied the Vulpix on my screen. I scanned over its info. I'd be ready to face anything once I found it. Even had the brand new Ultra Balls in my pocket, ready to toss at the fox. Vol? Vol? My gaze snapped up from the screen. My prize. My prize. She came to me. It seemed... Whatever. Who was I to complain about that? The Vulpix spotted me with pinprick eyes and took off into the deep, decrepit hall, grinning. I grabbed the Terraligator's Pokeball and took after it, my feet pounding on the carpet. I feel sick. I have a headache. Is there anything for that? Maybe some for humans. Maybe it would work for me too. After all, I'm not too different from them after all. No matter how much it pains me to say that. We're moving. The sick feeling got stronger. The air smells familiar. Are we in a cave? No. It's not a cave. It feels too strange to be a cave. Let's see. The mold in the air smells like stale. We're in close somewhere, but where? But there's something behind all that. It's so familiar. It practically drills itself into my mind and into my fear. It seems. Where are we? Am I in the bag? Is there something I shouldn't see? Why not? I'm strong enough to handle it. I'm strong enough to handle anything. I chased the Vulpix through the dark, and all of a sudden, it took a sharp turn to the right, into a room. Rapidash and I rushed into the room. My partner's bright flames penetrating the shadows lurked in every corner. It's almost eerie now that I think about it. I turned to the far side of the room. The Vulpix was trapped against the wall, hissing and spitting. I frowned. Water would just scare it more, I knew. So with a quick ember from my powerful Rapidash and flick of the wrist, Vulpix was safely inside the Ultra Ball. I walked over and lifted the Pokeball, tucking into a pocket in my bag. I'd stick in the PC once we're done. I got back outside. I slung my backpack off, reaching down in the side pockets to grab the escape rope. That's when I saw it. The journal my friend told me about. Why was it just laying on the ground, though? Someone had pitched the old book against the wall, though I never knew what was in that book, though. I had to. Curiosity suddenly lurked in the front of my mind. July 5th. South America. We have discovered a new species of Pokemon. It seems that all the members of this species are now gone, sadly. This makes studying the new Pokemon very, very hard. Luckily, we have recovered some Pokemon samples of the DNA of said Pokemon. They appear to be very recent. Have those Pokemon have only recently gone extinct? Or are they actually still alive? Why does this sound so familiar? It's so painfully familiar. I can feel it in the back of my mind. Why can't I remember? I turned the page. Surprisingly, a few pages were torn out. I turned to where the book was lying, finding scattered piles of tiny bits of torn paper. I frowned. No salvaging that. I sighed and continued to read. July 10th. South America. Due to its supposed kitten-like appearance, we have decided to christen the new Pokemon Mew. I smiled. Mew was a very cute name. Mew. That name is so easy to say. It rolls off my tongue as easily as my own name. I can feel it burning into my mind. I know that name. Why do I know that name? I'd turn the next few pages, finding them torn out or simply destroyed. To that point, only a few lines were readable. Finally, I came to something useful.